using.
Wow. And this is in what part of Nigeria is this?
This is in Plateau State.
Plateau State.
Yes.
Now let me ask you this right here for your next visit, because I would like to talk about that. I'm sure most of America would like to hear about this right here, this seed thing. And in truth, no joking. If you could produce a young lady or a middle-aged lady that has used this drug,
Yeah.
I mean, use this seed, not drug, this seed.
Yes.
And then we can sit down and dialogue and talk about it,
Oh, we can give you as many as 10 or more.
But let me ask you something.
Under 1 hour.
Right.
Because
But there's a great...
within the university community,
Sure.
when this research is going on, we can tell you under 1 hour, pick up to 10, 20 women who are on it.
Okay, but then there's...
But middle age.
Yes, but then there's a lot of Nigerian American women here that that come here after they was 18, 19 years old or whatever or older, that we may want to talk to them also. You understand? Not just go back to the root.
But what he's telling.
To put the Western spin on it is
no,
very important.
the first thing is
this research, by the way, is headed by Professor Okwasaba, Francis Okwasaba.
Problem is
yes.
The problem is everybody doesn't know it, and the second thing is people don't believe. That's what I'm trying to change.
Sure.
I'm trying to change that.
Yes.
I'm trying to bring the credibility.
Yes, Doctor.
Credibility to all these things, because what we have done in this sickle cell drug and what we are trying to do with the anti-diabetic drug. So these are the things. What earlier he was telling this reverend, I didn't realize that he came with a bottle of this decoction. When I go to Nigeria, I meet people. They say, "Doctor, they get a bottle of. We have a bottle of juice. This juice, it works for AIDS. It works for this."
Yes.
And so now I understand. So they come with a bottle of this decoction of juice. They call. And they want me to test it.
Yes.
So this is very, very interesting what Professor...
And the next time they come, perhaps what you need to do is take it and maybe put it in a little capsule so we bring it back and we can do the research on it.
Yeah, that's what we are trying to do.
Because you understand me, without research...
From the research concept, actually, the first things that were done to thinking as a scientist, it was the liquid ones were then freeze dried.
Yes.
And that made it easier to work with. So there are lots of technologies that can be brought in when such concussions come.
Well, I'll tell you, I am a believer that the healing will come from natural plant products. I believe it because I listen to these programs. I'm very interested in health and everything. In fact, there was a program on about a year ago, and they were talking about Haiti, the island of Haiti, that when people go through that, when they put the people to sleep, it's some kind of ritual that they do, you see. And that NASA wanted to do a study on it. In fact, there was a university from New York over there studying how this stuff, how you can take this stuff and it would slow your body thing down, where you can almost, like you're dead, and then you come back to life. You understand me?
You'll be hypnotized.
Or hypnotizing. And so it's very important that we open the door, and I think that you're going to see the door opening more and more today because of the expansion of growth in all the world. Exactly. Because we are just one family that's unconnected. You see?
I think that if those of us who are practicing scientists in developing countries have opportunity to more scientific equipment,
sure,
access to advanced laboratories and all that, a lot of things will come out.
Yes.
Because traditional African medicine have not benefited much from scientific development.
Not at all.
And I think this is what has slowed down the process. If we then have opportunities and to then use modern scientific tools,
sure,
I think the research and development into herbal drugs and plants will produce so much on a short period of time.
Well, you know
I
what?
think the world will be better for it.
What I find here is you find in herbal medicine. I've talked to a woman by the name of Queen Afua from New York, African American, and she wrote a book called Heal Thyself, and she talks about herbal. That's where I got my herbal knowledge from them. You know what I mean? Because you know the traditional medicine people never even want to deal with them on any level. You see, so what I think that what we need to put together just for the salute to natural medicine, that we need to put together a conference right here in the United States, and let's invite all the holistic healers out there, because we have a lot of holistic healers in America, and we need to bring them everybody together. You know what I mean? Because we are and form an umbrella, if you will.
You know, this Professor Nelson is here, and I've been invited now by the President Vice Chancellor of University of Jos,
Sure.
this university. So
That's the University of Nigeria.
in
Yes,
Nigeria,
yes.
and so I'll be visiting there, and we are going to collaborate between University of Jos and GDP Ayurvedic University. So the idea is what he's talking about, to bring, so we have our modern laboratories here, so do this collaboration, exchange of scientists,
Sure.
bring some of those people here, take some of these people there, and develop these things. And then have a collaboration with RUTGERS University, with because.
But Dr. Pandey, I'm not taking anything from what you said, but what we want to do too is that we want to collaborate also with the common man.
You are right.
Because
That's
you understand me?
very, very
Let me
important.
tell you the peculiarity which I think should give hope to all developing countries. These plants, the metabolites or byproducts they produce, are usually dependent on the environment. Also depends on the environment.
Sure.
So I may take a plant from Nigeria, bring it to America, plant it here, and the soil or the fertilizer or the composition of the soil will not enable that plant give me the same metabolites that will be responsible.
Sure, without a doubt.
for
Yes,
particular
yes,
disease.
yes,
So the natural habitats in Africa,
yes.
and in Nigeria in particular, with the rich soil and all that, probably account for some of the actions we see.
Well, Professor, we're not actually saying that we have to extract the plant. You see, to extract the plant would only be robbing the people.
Yes.
The people that sojourn along
So
the
it's
plant.
the residue that
Yes,
we need this collaboration.
Yes,
so
yes.
that our traditional medicine practice will benefit from modern science.
Yes, everybody will benefit.
Available
Right.
in his laboratory.
Yes. In other words, I wouldn't want to go to Nigeria and take the plant.
Please come.
I want to come. No. I want to come. And I'm going to come. But I wouldn't want to come and take the plant and transplant it here and then take away from
It
those.
doesn't work.
That's
sometimes.
well, even if it did, what I'm saying, it don't. You see, the thing is that we have to get away from that conquering way of doing
Maybe your
things.
soil here has too much fertilizer.
Maybe.
And all that inorganic fertilizers have been used.
This point we are discussing is particularly important, and that is what a lot of people did not give credit.
The credit, exactly.
about.
Which we're going to give the Reverend credit.
Yes, the Reverend and Dr. Pandey.
Yes.
What Dr. Pandey had in mind before some problems set into the ZCAM project, he wanted to engage farmers to produce all these plants that are
Back here in America.
No.
Nigeria.
No, in Nigeria.
Okay, yes.
He wanted to engage the farmers. He
Yes.
wanted to engage all the communities
Yes.
in this project so that everybody will have a share of the benefit in this thing.
Yes.
And unfortunately, a lot of people are so myopic in their own ways of looking at things, they were not considering all these other ramifications. They were just looking at the dollar value.
Which most, but listen, and I'm not, and let me say this right here, and in truth, I will not sit here and because this is going on YouTube and take away from the planners that's in Nigeria, because the planners in the Western nation does the same thing. You understand what I mean?
Yes.
put the dollars on the table, then they'll grow it.
Exactly.
You understand what I mean? If other than that right there,